Welcome to a realm where the pulse of sports thrills and the spark of technology sizzles. Join Ronald Boleware and your charismatic host, Jay, aka Jonathan Anderson. Together, they unpack the latest in sports and technology. This is Noonish Sports and Tech.
Yeah, man. What's going down? Y'all know what it is, man. We back in the building. Yesterday was a little bit wild and crazy. You know, a little bit out of control and a little bit whack, whatever you want to call it, man. Whatever terminology you want to use, you can call it that. But we're not going to talk about yesterday. We got a short memory, baby. You know, if you didn't know.
I'm a defensive back. I got a next play, baby.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a baseball player. You know what I'm saying? Next pitch. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So, no, I definitely you feel me? You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, you got to forget about it, keep going. But, no, man, definitely appreciate y'all tuning in with us today, man. I know short notice, we did it on purpose that way. But I'm J.A., a.k.a. Jonathan Anderson, your host of Noonish Sports and Tech. Typically, we come on Wednesdays around noon, but we had some glitches and things. So, today, we are on Thursday, but we got to bring the pain. It's so much to talk about, and we're not going to miss out on this opportunity to talk about it. But if you didn't know, this is my co-host, my favorite co-host, my unk, Ronald Boleware. What's going down, huh?
Oh, hey, man. Not much, man. Just like you say, like yesterday, whatever happened yesterday, that was yesterday. Yeah. I woke up this morning. It's a brand new day. So let's handle this day and forget about yesterday. Hey. And we got to keep it moving. And first subject is.
hey. What they say, we got a brand new canvas and it's up to us to paint a Picasso. We're going to paint that Picasso with this first stroke right here, you know?
Yes,
but
sir.
yeah, we're going to come out the box, man. First topic of the day, man. Of course, you know, there was a very significant loss in the culture. Man, this week, man, Mr. Quincy Jones passed away, man. And this man is an absolute icon in music, in film, man. But, I mean, I don't know where we be in music without Quincy Jones and everything he had his hands in, you know, with Michael Jackson and everybody else that he affected.
So many people Diana Ross, Michael Jackson, and half of Motown or whatever.
Yeah.
So many people you can't name, man. Yeah. So let's not even try.
Yeah, he's
Barry White, a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, he's one of those people that people try to emulate. You know, he's just one of them cool, smooth cats.
Oh yeah.
You know? Just real cool, and you know, I get Billy D vibes when I see Quincy Jones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just so many people that he impacted, man. And so we just had to go ahead and give our condolences. R.I.P. to the legendary Quincy Jones, man. Wanted to start the show out with that, let that be known. But let's get into these sports topics. That's what you came here for, and that's what we're gonna give to ya. Starting out, these L.A. Dodgers 2024 World Series champions. How about you, man?
Man, you know what? I'm glad for the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And I saw Magic Johnson, man. He had on the sweetest Dodger jacket. Yeah. Like a Letterman's jacket with the big. Oh, man, I said, if I got something, that would be what I would want. Oh. But I really don't want that either. But yeah, it was sweet though. It was sweet.
Yeah.
You know, but the thing I liked about it, that it said Dodgers, it didn't have nobody now. I might do that, but I ain't getting nothing with nobody else's name on it.
Oh yeah. You know, when I look at jerseys these days, I'm looking for I'm looking at custom jerseys or throwback jerseys. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't get the current players. Somebody buy me a CD Lamb jersey, I'll wear it, but I'm not gonna go out there doing it myself like that. Just can't. I can't do it. But
and then so far as the World Series, man, this is I know I'm a little cynical and sarcastic, but this was one of the more underwhelming World Series in World Series history, man.
Which is extremely surprising considering the teams that were in it.
Yeah,
we're talking about two of the most legendary teams,
and then two of the biggest media platforms in the U.S. And it just was underwhelming, man.
Yeah,
I mean, it just was.
That's how baseball's been doing it recently. For whatever reason, they just can't get the masses to tune in. You know, and I got my reasons why, because the teams are primarily not American.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't discriminate at all, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know,
just give everybody a fair chance.
Yeah, can't pronounce, can't pronounce everybody's names, but
that's all I can really say about it. It was so underwhelming. I watched part of 2 games.
Yeah. And this is another thing. As a young, or as a black man in America, as a young black boy playing baseball growing up, I had people to look up to. I had Darryl Strawberry on my wall. I had Barry Bonds on my wall. We had Ken Griffey. We had Ron Gant. We had so many. Ron Gant. I had so many players that I looked up to as a young ball player that looked like me in the MLB, and it ain't like that
anymore.
We got Mookie Betts. I think I don't know who else. The Yankees, of course, had Jazz Chisholm, which was awesome to watch him go up there and shake up New York the way he did when he came with the purples and the greens, looking like Joker and touchdown on Gotham City. You know. But, you got Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton, who used to be Mark Stanton, but changed his name for the Miami population when he was down there. And it also works in New York with the Latin population around there.
Absolutely, yeah.
And, but nah, I mean, it's just, it ain't too many players that look like me out there on the field. So a lot of people that look like me don't really tune into baseball like that for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? But working with a nonprofit right now, getting involved to try to help with that, you know?
Yeah, okay.
But nah, man, as far as this series was concerned, man, it was very entertaining. We talking about so much star power on both teams. We thought it would go 7 games, but the Dodgers, just a much more cohesive group, and they've been there before, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I know the Yankees are known for having the most World Series, but it's been a minute. Golly, when was the last time, boy?
Oh.
Derek Jeter days, and that boy been on to Miami for a minute now, you know? It's been a while since the Yankees been in that World Series.
Years, ain't it?
I don't know about 20-something, but it's been a minute now.
Yeah, it's been over 15.
It ain't been as long as the Cowboys.
Oh, no. Ain't nothing been that long.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's been a little while. You know, a lot longer than what we're used to seeing the Yankees. But the Dodgers came in there and did that, man. And they won it with pitching. Freddie Freeman was getting things cracked off with that wood. Hitting bombs, like, you know, like that's his job. Like, but you know, we've never seen somebody hit home runs at that rate in so many games, right? So shout out MVP of the World Series. They had a dope parade, right? Everybody went crazy because they heard Shohei Ohtani speak for the first time, which was pretty dope. Shohei hit him with the "I am honored to be with the LA Dodgers." Man, this light is really bright today on my face. I think I need to turn it down a little bit or something.
Maybe this one is angled wrong.
Yeah, I think this one's on me real quick, but nah, you know. Yeah, we good. Just had to make that adjustment real quick, but man, I hope it's straight. But yeah, man, it was a great World Series, man. Shout out to the LA Dodgers. Congratulations for that beautiful 4-1 win in the World Series this year, man.
Yeah. They was about to go get the broom there for a minute.
Looked like it.
Yeah.
Looked like it. But
go put it back.
Yeah, New York woke up for a quick second.
Yeah.
You know, put up a big inning, 1-11-4 in that one game, and then the Dodgers was just like, all right, bro, we big bro now.
Yeah.
This is our era. We in the World Series now, so y'all can sit on down. But moving on. Next up, Week 10 of NCAA football. And it was a good one, man. Ohio State, first of all, Jason Kelsey. Let's talk about old big Jason Kelsey. Big smash phone.
Well, you know, Kelsey's got to be a little bit more discreet. And I know fans can get out of control.
Yeah.
But as long as nobody don't touch you, you can't go around doing that.
Hey, my boy
Kelsey. I mean, you know, I would advise against it. You can do what you want, but he at least in for a brand new phone, if not a little bit more than that.
All I got to say is when you're FA, you gonna FO.
Yeah.
You know, you call Jason Kelsey little brother a F word. Did they say these days? Politically correct, a F word? Yeah, dog. He gonna turn into Hulk smash on you, dog. He gonna grab your phone. You better be glad it wasn't your face. He probably could have picked you up by your shirt and done that, big dog.
And you know what? The guy might have been hoping he did that because that would have been $1 million lawsuit.
Absolutely.
You know, that's why people be doing stuff.
Absolutely.
They know what the consequences for Kelsey, there's no consequences for you.
Yeah, they know
because you ain't got nothing. So that's why they doing it. It's not like they brave enough to do that. They hoping that the guy probably said, "Oh, I wish that would have been me." He threw on the ground, stealing my phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
kind of like that guy that was on the plane picking on Mike Tyson.
Yeah, that's
and
how.
And then Mike turned around and smacked him, pow, 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 pow. But like, boy.
But then after Mike knocked some sense in him,
drugs.
he did not press charges on. He did not do anything.
Yeah.
He was like, I provoked it and everything.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
he apologized.
Yeah, you better.
Because Mike had knocked some sense.
You better, boy, because hey, you don't want Mike mad at you, big dog.
Nah,
I don't know why. I don't know what would possess anybody to piss Mike Tyson off in public with no security, bro. That's pretty wild. On a plane. No, you ain't got a gun.
Yeah, you ain't got. You can't even stick and move on the plane.
Can't do nothing, dog.
If you're in a parking lot, you might think you can get away from Mike Tyson. You might think that, but you can't. But anyway,
Better lock
but
yourself
on
in
the
the
plane,
bathroom, dog.
No, you might well box on the phone booth.
But that was pretty wild, man.
Yeah.
To see what took place right there. But then also just moving along in the week of college football, man, we had a big game. Number 4, Ohio State was taking on number 3, Penn State. And as we said, man, Big Brother always going to win that one. I can't see Penn State beating Ohio State. I don't care how good Penn State is.
Well, they have done it a few times back in Joe Paterno days. But that just was a few. Ohio State was Big Brother them then.
Oh, yeah.
Because Ohio State was good back then also.
Absolutely. But, I mean, it's that tide and turn. You know?
Oh, yeah.
They was Big Brother before.
And then
Big history has repeated itself. And they Big Brother again, you know. So I figured they'd go in and get that victory over Penn State, and they did. Beat them 20-13. Pretty good game and whatnot, but still, you know, in my opinion, the game was never that close. I know the score indicates that it was, but in my opinion, it wasn't. But also another big time game, and we talked about this gentleman prior to the national scenes talking about everybody. This happens often on this show. Maybe that's why they be trying to
do what they
simmer us down. You know,
but anyway,
maybe they be trying. Maybe that's why they be trying to temper our content, or keep us quiet over here. But you see if anybody making any comments on there, I can't tell. But yeah, SMU went out and beat Pittsburgh this past weekend. 20th ranked SMU, 18th ranked Pittsburgh. And SMU handled them boys. This score, again, it was not as close as it indicated. And the score wasn't even that close, 48-25. SMU has been putting up points on everybody.
Oh, yeah, on everybody.
On everybody, And it's been fun to watch, man, this young South Oak Cliff. We've been watching this kid play high school football, win state championships with South Oak Cliff. And now he's out at SMU getting an opportunity to play quarterback. Is he a true freshman this year? Or is he a red shirt freshman?
I think he's a red shirt freshman.
Yeah, man, but he getting his opportunity is the thing, right?
Actually, he may be a sophomore.
Yeah.
He may not even red shirt. I'm not, because I saw somebody's name look like it said SO.
Okay.
I might be wrong. I couldn't admit, but don't quote me on that. But anyway, it's very impressive what the young man is doing.
Hey, he looked like Lamar Jackson out there right now. You know, not as he throws first. We'll say that. He throws first before he'll run, but he has the ability to run that football too, man. And he's very elusive in the pocket, which I love. And did you see what see what Nick Saban had to say about old Kevin Jennings?
He said he's the most underrated quarterback in the NCAA.
Most underrated player.
Player, show it was.
And he is absolutely right.
Yeah.
Because this man's making it look easy, and since he's been in the game at quarterback, SMU has been rolling. They've been rolling, man. So
and they've been looking like a solid top. They looking like better than number 20.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna say that right now.
Oh yeah, they got players, man. That running back number 1, number 13 at receiver, number 11 is a baller. Man, I saw this linebacker number 34. That boy shot that gap and hit a dude in the backfield so quick. Boy, I ain't seen nothing like that. It's like he knew the play was coming.
Yeah, the SMU look like they're building their team on speed.
Yeah.
Because everybody touched that ball, man, look pretty fast, man.
Speed and physicality.
Oh, yes,
because them boys are coming to knock your head off when they show up.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you remember their numbers, what they coming to do. But huge win for the hometown team out of Dallas, Texas, man. I need y'all to rock them Dallas jerseys. I understand y'all marketing SMU right now because y'all are winning, but you know what it is. Y'all got there, the popularity, because you had the triple D on your jersey.
Oh yeah, you got
Gonna
the
put that
Triple
thing
D,
back on, man.
and you got
best jerseys in the nation to me.
Hey, and you got that money over there at SMU. Holler Park, get up off that money. See, because at one point, SMU back in the day when they had the Pony Express and all that, they built a team with a lot of Dallas boys and a few others. Everybody from Texas, man. Pretty much they got 1 or 2 players. But Eric Dickerson from Sealy, Craig James from Houston, Michael Carter from Thomas Jefferson, Rod Jones from South Oak Cliff.
Yeah, and they doing much of the same right now. They got a lot of players from the Dallas-Fort Worth area and then Texas on the squad, and I love it, man.
Oh, yeah.
That makes me want to go out and support them boys, man. But they are putting on right now for the city, and we need a football team in Dallas to put on because the major one is not. So, Dallas fans, if you are looking for a team to root for, go out there and holler at them SMU boys, man.
SMU.
Go holler at them SMU boys. But also this past weekend, let me see, we had South Carolina upset Texas A&M 44-20 in that game, and that was one of the great stories of the weekend. If you got to see that, man, what happened post game was pretty dope, man. The coach took his wife in the locker room, had the whole team singing Fantasia to his wife for her birthday. Just a cool scene, man, and that song goes hard. Shout out Fantasia for that song. If you give me the rights, we'll play it for the intro. Is all I got to tell you, man. I love that song. You know, when I see you, you know what I'm saying?
When I see you,
yeah. And then Texas Tech, it was an upset weekend, man. First and foremost, top 25. A lot of teams got upset this past weekend. That just goes to show there's a lot of parity in football. You seeing, like you mentioned, that transfer portal and how it's affecting these rosters, right? You're seeing teams maybe not look so good early on, but as they continue to grow and gel and get to know each other, and they build that camaraderie, they playing much better football in week 9 versus week 1, week 2, right?
Oh, yeah.
And Texas Tech, man, they took a tough loss the week before to TCU when they were in complete control of that game and let it go late. It just was what it was. They, that momentum, you can't hear it. You can't see it, but you can feel it.
Yeah,
it's like the wind, dog.
There you go.
And once that momentum get going one direction, it's real tough to stop.
Oh yeah.
That's what happened at TCU. But they came back, avenged that loss, got that 23-22 win over Iowa State, which was ranked number 11 at the time. So that was a huge win for Texas Tech coming into the big game they have against Colorado this weekend. We'll get to that in a little bit.
And a huge loss for Iowa State.
Huge loss for Iowa State as well.
Iowa State might be out there 12.
Man, they might. I mean, currently they are out of that 12, because they, Alabama, Alabama going to pay for it. They treat NCAA like a stripper. But let me see. And then we got Louisville went out there and, Louisville, crazy how they do this. Iowa State and Clemson were both ranked 11 last week. And 11 seems to be the one spot where they do that, where they'll have 2 teams with the same ranking. Because I've seen it before at 11, which is crazy. But Louisville went out there and beat Clemson for the first time, man. Dominated them boys, man. That's a team, Notre Dame beat Louisville a couple weeks ago. And so I'd love to see that. But that's a huge win. That helps Notre Dame in the rankings because now you beat a team that beat another credible team, right?
Yeah. So help their strength of schedule.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. So Louisville got that big win, 33-21, and then Houston went out and got a huge win over Kansas State, ranked number 24. Houston's been down this year. They've had some close games because they've got a really good defense, but they've struggled putting points on the board. So very cool to see that.
At one point, Kansas State was in the top 5 or they was in the top 10.
Kansas State,
Maybe it might have been like 4 or 5 or something.
I mean, I don't know if they was that high, but they was up there. Okay, they was up there. I mean, they've had a solid season. And with Avery Johnson playing quarterback, that kid's pretty good. But they took that L last week to Houston. So shout out Houston Cougars for that big win. And then, man, they're not pictured here, but it's hard to talk about college football without mentioning Miami right now and what Cam Ward is doing out there with them boys, man. Miami's still undefeated. We haven't seen a Miami team look like this since early 2000s. It's got to be 20 years.
400 yards and 5 touchdowns?
400 yards, 5 touchdowns. He had 1 pick, but hey, I think that 405
I can live with that with 405. I can live with that one.
Sling that rock, man. Him and Shador got the same QB coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. A kid that went to SMU, actually. You see how all this stuff, he was a quarterback for SMU. You see how all this stuff comes together when we on this show?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just helping y'all connect the dots around here. But that kid's got 2 very talented quarterbacks, and he's got more. But those 2 guys are slanging that rock this year. So we're going to keep it moving on, man. So this week's games of the week. Let me get the graphics right. Hey, where we at? Oh, there it is. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's all right. Colorado.
Yeah, there it is. So now we're looking at the Bet US NCAA games of the week, man. We're pretty solid if you ain't noticed yet, man.
Yeah.
We don't steer you wrong too often.
Scan that QR code and go to Bet US.
You know, we 75-80% right. So scan that QR code, go to Bet US, sign up, do your thing. But this week's games of the week, starting off with Colorado versus Texas Tech. Who you got, huh?
I got Colorado.
I got Colorado too, but man, that is a very special game.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good, tough game.
Very special game, man. These two, Coach Prime and Coach McGuire know each other very well. I actually went to Cedar Hill High School and I went to Trinity Christian High School, right? I went to both schools. Coach McGuire was a head coach at Cedar Hill High School. Coach Prime coached at Trinity Christian High School. So they used to have 7-on-7 games all the time. Coach Prime said that Coach McGuire is one of the guys that he looks to for guidance when he has questions about what's going on in the NCAA. So they're friends, like literally friends. Coach McGuire, he was Deion Sanders Jr. head coach when he went to Cedar Hill High School before he went to SMU, right? And I mean, these guys have just known each other for a while. It's going to be a lot of fun to see these guys compete and coach at the college level, man. Knowing where they came from. Of course, everybody knows Prime Time, but not too many people are familiar with Joe McGuire. But that guy is a great head coach. He's a great leader of men. And, I mean, he won state championships here in Cedar Hill. Cedar Hill has suffered since he left. You know, he went to Baylor, and now he's at Texas Tech with that head coaching job, man, and he's doing one heck of a job. But shout out to Coach McGuire, but I'm pulling for them Buffaloes this weekend. I'm just saying.
And we got Trip to Ghost. I had to look on my phone, man, to see you out there.
Big Trip. What's going down, man? Cool Cat Renee, what's going down, man? Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah.
Where's Juan Soda going? Juan Soda? Man, I don't know. He might go to the Dodgers, dog.
Yeah.
Just catching back, man. Our comments aren't popping up on the screen for whatever reason, so I'm just now getting to them over here, like Unc said. Curtis Satchel. I live in Maryland, so I'm an O's fan. And I try to go a couple games a year, but when they charge $20 for a beer, you just can't afford it. Yeah, bro.
Exactly. That's what we talk about on this show, too.
It's a bad deal.
Yeah, it's too expensive to go to professional games anymore.
Deal. I'd much rather go buy me a 6-pack of Michelada and get my vegetables in there, too, and watch that game from the crib. You know
Absolutely.
And then Trip, what's going down, man? What's going down, bro? Yeah, man. Yeah, he said it might be raining this weekend. Hey, so who gives the advantage in that game? Colorado versus Texas Tech if it's raining. And Colorado's been running the ball well, and that O-line is looking good. Texas Tech got some backs too now.
I say this, they both gonna play in the rain, so I thought I'm still picking Colorado.
Right on.
I mean, all that is raining and all that, man. Everybody playing in the rain. If you use that excuse, you ain't want to win no way.
Yeah, for sure. But some teams are built for the rain and some aren't. The teams that run the ball with it better, they're built for those bad weather conditions, right?
Well, be your team different.
Hey, you got to figure it out.
Be your team different.
You know what I'm saying?
And then some teams play good everywhere they go.
Absolutely, they do. Kansas City Chiefs, how you doing?
How you doing? Dallas Cowboys are the 90, San Francisco 49ers.
It says it's gonna be raining and windy. Ooh, it might be an ugly game. It might be a low scoring, ugly game. So we're gonna see who wants it more, who's gonna grind it out in this Big 12 game with great implications for sure, man.
Okay.
Shout out, Trip. Appreciate you tuning in, big dog.
Okay, we always good.
Yeah, man. Trip. Hey, man, Trip. We're gonna talk about you in a little bit, man. When we get to that Noonish Fantasy Football League, we got you, big dog. But yeah. Also, we this week we got Florida State taking on Notre Dame. Who you got, huh?
Florida State. Oh, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame all day long, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Mike Norvell. I know it's a rough one, bro. I still got your back, dog. You still my dog. It was just rough, man. Just rough. One of those years, bro. But I know you'll bounce back strong and better, bro. That's who you are. And I know you just like me, man. Ain't no quit in you, dog. But I got to go with my boys Notre Dame, just like he used to bust your head on NCAA football back in the Gap in high school, dog. Yeah, this was the only game I was Notre Dame all the time. He was always Florida State.
Oh, yeah, so he got his dream. So he working his dream.
That's
job.
what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm so proud of my boy Mike all the time. Like,
I didn't know that.
He loved Florida State since we was young bucks, man.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
Yeah, man. So, but you got to take that L. You know, it's going to look like J.A. was behind them sticks this weekend, big dog. But next up, we got Georgia taking on Ole Miss. Who you got, in Ole Miss.
Georgia taking Ole Miss? Georgia. I'm taking Georgia. I don't care where they playing at. I'm taking Georgia.
That's another big brother, little brother showdown right there.
Oh, yeah.
And Eli Manning ain't going to play, so he ain't there no more. I got Georgia in that one as well. And then last coming up, we got Florida versus Texas. I really love the fact that they went to the SEC. We get to see them play against some teams we never really seen them play before.
Yeah. Well, I'm a home. I'm going with Texas.
Yeah, I'm going to hook them too.
Yeah.
Longhorns, baby. See how they get down, man. You know, them boys coming from that swamp to Austin, Texas, man. Let's see how they get down. But yeah, I got Texas winning that game. But like we said, man,
during that Mac Brown era, Texas got a lot of boys out of Dallas too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they starting back too. They starting back too again.
Well, because they had when Mac Brown got the job, he came to Dallas and got a assistant coach at Carter.
Oh, straight up,
Bruce Chambers.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
And actually Bruce Chambers graduated from Carter.
Yeah.
And so he came and got him specifically to recruit the Dallas area.
Yeah, man.
Because he knew all the kids.
I know they got B.J. Johnson and what's my boy? Montreal Flowers that used to run track for Skyline back in the day. Yeah, man, they was loading up and they started to get that back again.
Donald McGowan from Carter.
Yeah.
And they got Darryl Jones from not Darryl Jones. Darryl Williams from Carter played run. Yeah. They got 5 or 6 that Carter players. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
it's going down like that, man. And Sarkisian's doing a great job at UT, man. I just hope Quinn Ewers booty hole don't tighten up like he usually do when he's playing against big time competition other than Alabama. But we're gonna keep this thing rolling on to the next
one.
Y'all know what it is. That's too many icons at once. There it is. Them Dallas Cowboys, man, went out there and put on a show this weekend, didn't they, Unc?
Yeah, they put the same show on they put on all the time, a lousy one.
A lousy show. Didn't nobody pay for that. Nobody want to see that ish. Hey, man.
Dallas got so many close encounters of the worst kind. Because I think this is what Dallas players don't know. Close on the counter and horseshoes and hanging there.
Yeah.
You almost caught the ball. You almost broke it.
Yeah.
You almost, but you never do.
Almost doesn't count. Like Randy say.
Yeah.
Man, so this is my thing. You know what? I know people gonna disagree. I know Unc gonna disagree. But I always, it always points to the main cog in this whole situation. Dak Prescott.
Absolutely.
The man can't get the thing going to save his life, man. And I tell you what.
I have never disagreed. But I'll always have. But my argument is that he always got plenty of help.
Yeah, he got help
from his teammates.
He got help. But
he got lots of help. I mean, he touched the ball a lot.
Yeah.
But he had a lot of help.
And with no results.
Yeah, absolutely.
A man that touched the ball that much with no results should not touch the ball that much, and definitely shouldn't be making $60 million to do nothing with the football. You know what I'm saying? So I thought, when Dak went down, and we're looking early in the fourth quarter or late in the third.
Yeah, and the score was 27-13.
Yeah, is anybody else commenting? I don't know if anybody can. I like to keep the comments up.
Oh yeah, they are.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Hey, I was in the chat on Facebook because I was like, hey, everything pointing back to Dak Prescott. Everything, the way the line plays, the way the defense plays, everything points back to the fact that Dak is sorry. He sucks. Okay, in my opinion. This ain't fact. It's my opinion. It all points back to Dak. And as soon as he went down, I said, now let's see how quickly this ball starts to go downfield to the receivers. Right? Yes. My boy Cooper Rush, from the time he had that 1-3 and out, and for the rest of the quarter, the ball was pushing the ball upfield. His first pass was a back shoulder fade. We ain't seen a back shoulder fade all season from Dak. CeeDee Lamb didn't catch it. But the fact that the attempt was there, we had a quarterback in position that could think to do that. is what got me excited, right? The fact that he threw the ball out and Turpin, if Turpin would have just kept running instead of God doggone looking like he got sniped, looked like somebody in the sweep box hit him with a sniper gun in his back heel and was shooting at his feet, start falling.
Oh, no, that wasn't Turpin. That was
not Turpin.
Tolbert.
Tolbert.
Number one, Tolbert.
Yeah. If he would have kept, I said Turpin, I meant him. If he would have kept running, Jalen Tolbert would have kept running without doing all the goofiness, that might have been a dime right there. CeeDee Lamb, that pass over the top. That was a well-placed football if he comes down with that catch. And I know his shoulder was hurting. And look, I respect CD for playing because everybody saw that his shoulder was out of there, but he kept trying. But like he said, no excuses. His job is to execute and catch that football. So I ain't making excuses for him, but the fact that we saw these balls going down the field. I even saw Cooper Rush went back and look, Cooper didn't take no sacks, did he?
I don't think so.
No. You know what he did? When he saw those guys coming around that edge, he stepped up in the pocket. Instead of stepping back 2 more yards and taking a sack. He stepped up in the pocket and delivered a first down throw on the 4th down. That was the first. Cooper Rush executed the first 4th down attempt of the game. To Turpin. Over the middle. First down. Now, if Turpin would have kept his feet, might have been a touchdown. If Turpin would have stayed in bounds on that punt return, instead of like, bro, you weigh 150 pounds. We are indoors. Ain't no wind blowing. Ain't no wind blowing you over. Keep your feet, dog. He might have scored on the punt return. We had at least 4 or 5 touchdown opportunities that we missed when Cooper Rush was in the game for 1 quarter. So I'm looking forward to this game. Don't forget, Cooper Rush got some get back on them Eagles. That's the only team that beat him.
And I'm gonna say this. You see how many times you say if?
Yeah.
That's been going. Sunday wasn't the first time that happened.
Yeah.
If. That's what Dallas is full of. Ifs, and we ain't drunk because it ain't a fifth.
Yep.
So if Dallas would have did this, that's what Dallas do all the time. If Amari Cooper wouldn't have fumbled on the 15 yards line against the 49ers, we probably would have got at least another score, a field goal. If Michael Parsons would crawl on the ground like the 49ers, like you do on the Commanders, our Dallas is full of close encounters of the worst kind. You are very close, but you never get it done. And I've been saying this for 2 or 3 years. And this is the thing with my problem with Dak is the number 1 problem next to Jerry.
Absolutely.
Jerry is the number 1 problem overall. And this thing, because this is why Jerry's the problem. He gave Dak the money, right?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, well then that's a bigger problem.
That's a huge problem, man.
But
he got scared. He got scared.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Dallas is full of players that always almost.
Yeah. But
And they have no playmakers. They have no gamers.
Hey. Trip the Ghost, you right. Say Cooper actually he throws it in anticipation. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
He was getting that ball out quick.
Absolutely.
We haven't seen that ball come out that quick all season.
All of that. And after Cooper came in, Dallas had a chance to score 4 more touchdowns and didn't.
Yeah.
And didn't.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's gonna be Cooper problem too. When he liable to get frustrated and start playing bad too, because these guys are not going. Nobody delivers in big games. Starting with Dak is the main one, and then when we had Amari Cooper, he fumbled twice in the playoffs, 2 years in a row. And CD, I've been saying this to J.A. Too many of those balls when CD is there, when the defensive back may be close to him, like it was in too many of those balls, CD don't come down
like
with.
Like them balls that D-Hop come down with?
Yeah, like the ball.
Passes.
Yeah, because that one, I saw 2 passes the other day that D-Hop came down with.
Yeah.
That I just don't know if that would have been CD if he'd have did that.
And speaking of D-Hop, Kansas City got him with a 5th round pick.
Yeah, man.
We went and give Carolina a 4th round pick for Mingo? Who is Mingo?
Yeah. And I mean, I'm just saying Dallas don't, to me.
Come on.
They don't. That's why they call Michael Irvin the playmaker. Because it was I don't care what nobody say, people love Troy, but it was a lot of them balls Michael Irvin just went and got them.
Yeah, man.
Went and got them.
Yeah, man.
I mean, we got to, and this is my problem with people say, oh, well, Dak made them other guys play bad. You're a sorry athlete if you let Dak affect your play.
Absolutely.
That's the way I feel. If I'm playing cornerback like Diggs and Dak is playing horrible, that's going to make me bow down harder and harder. I need to get a pick instead of running from tackles.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That excuse that Diggs gave, he said he slowed down to make sure that he wasn't going to cut back. That's not how they teach you in football. They teach you to run in front, make him cut back because your pursuit help is in the middle. Ain't nobody on the sidelines to help you. So I don't know where you learned that at. They taught me that in the 7th grade.
Yeah.
I learned in 7th grade, cut him off. If you can't tackle him, at least make him cut back to the pursuit. I don't know where they taught you at that Diggs, but I learned that in 7th grade.
Yeah, no doubt. But man,
it's just Dallas. Just
when you see a player like limp off the field and go to the locker room and ankle hurt, whatever it is, and then like 10 minutes later he come back out with a boost of energy running. He got that shot.
Yeah,
I feel like Dallas Cowboys got that shot when Dak got hurt. When Cooper Rush came in there, they believe in Cooper.
But they didn't do nothing. They didn't accomplish looking good and getting something done. It's two different things.
I get it, but I'm talking about that short memory.
They should have scored at least one time after Cooper came. They did
score one time.
They scored. Oh yeah.
They did score one time.
Yeah, right with a minute and something left.
Yeah. I mean, no. They scored,
like they always do.
No, they scored well before then. They scored
No. They scored right when it was. No, it was a minute or something left with CD caught that 2-point. In Dallas, and guess what? They do that when Dak being there. Score with a minute or something left. So I'm not impressed with that. I need Cooper to come in and win the game. And I know he won 4 games in a row, but 4 games ain't 12. Let him play 17 games. And this is the whole thing I can say with Cooper Rush. If Cooper Rush was that good, why did he go to another team and get cut and come back to the Cowboys?
He didn't get cut. The Cowboys traded for him.
No, and then Cooper Rush
went to New York Giants,
and the Cowboys traded for him.
And they traded for him back. Yeah, absolutely.
What, the holy clipboard?
I guess they knew.
See what I'm talking about? See, that's what I'm talking about. If I'm going to trade for a guy, I'm not going to trade for a guy and let him hold the clipboard for 2 years. That go back to Jerry.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, I mean, if you're going to trade for him, let him do something.
Yeah.
Because he ain't did nothing since he...
Hey, this is what I'm saying. But they knew he was a great quarterback, and they paying him, and he's cool. Like, we was talking about it last week. Hey, backup quarterback, the best job in the league. But he want to play. Whole thing. And this is what I'm saying. They looking forward to this next Sunday. These boys are energized behind Cooper Rush. They believe they got a quarterback that can really do something. Right? Because the Cowboys, believe it or not, as bad as we talk about our defense, we've been winning because of our defense for the past couple years. How many times we got to have pick sixes and turnovers in order to get a big lead for Dak to come in here and start...
if that's how your team is built, you the same way you win against the Giants, win the same way against San Francisco.
You can't
get a sack against San Francisco, Michael Paulson. Get an interception. The same way the Baltimore Ravens won with defense, that's the same way they won the Super Bowl. So the way you win is the way you win. You can't change the way you win because that's what Dallas is trying to do.
Yeah.
They are a balanced attack team. Now they're trying to turn Dak Prescott into Drew Brees. Can't do it.
He ain't a pocket quarterback. No legs. Dak is invaluable. Should have known that before the first contract. And you can't say they building the team around the defense because Dak got $40 million a year and now he's getting $60 million a year. They building this team around broke ass Dak. Is what they building it around.
Don't look like they're building it around nothing. Don't look. I mean,
it's horrible.
I can't tell which direction they're going.
Nothing.
So which direction are they going? If they was building around Dak, you would go out. You would have got some offensive linemen in the off season. You would have got a running back. Would have got a receiver. You ain't building it around anything because you don't. I don't see what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean nobody understands what they're doing.
That's what I'm saying.
We thought we had a clue. We thought we had a clue at the beginning of the season when Jerry Jones
when he didn't sign
him early.
And
everything was looking good. Let him play it out. Let him do exactly what he's doing and play himself out of his contract.
Yeah.
Out of an extension. Let him play himself out of an extension, exactly what he's doing. Everybody's like, oh, if he don't sign here, somebody gonna sign up for 60 minutes. No, they won't. Because Dak ain't that dude. Dak is not that dude. Jerry Jones got scared when he saw Trey Lance not producing the way he wanted to see him. But Trey Lance hadn't had enough quarters, hadn't had enough. We're talking about 8 years. Trey Lance ain't played 8 games in the NFL yet, including preseason. I think he's got like 4 in his career. So get that young man time to develop. That's all I'm saying. It took Jordan Love time, and look at the kid now. Boy's balling is all I'm saying. So, yeah, that was a foolish mistake by Jerry Jones trying to take care of his son, Dak Prescott. That's all I got to say about that.
So who's the biggest problem, Dak or Jerry? Jerry the problem. He keep getting him the money.
Well, I mean, Jerry has done so much for the NFL. Jerry's done so much for the Dallas Cowboys franchise. Like, we're still a making money.
So far as making money. He did all that. But
if I'm an athlete, if I'm a player, I want to come play for the Cowboys because I know I'm going to be laid up with the finest of the finest. I got my plane. I got everything. I'm taken care of. Unlike what they do in Baltimore and these other places, like, you don't get that treatment, but they get wins.
Well, how come players are going to those teams and not to Dallas?
Oh, because boys want to win.
That's exactly. If I was an athlete, I would rather go to them teams that want to win than to come to Dallas and lay off. Cause guess what? I'm making millions of dollars. I can go home and lay off because I got a big time money.
Yeah.
But I want to win more than I want to lay up and be pretty. And that's all these boys in Dallas want to do. Lay up, talk on podcast. And I can talk on the podcast. I'll retire. Yeah. Michael Parsons and Diggs over there on the podcast talking too much and it's not working out. You ought to be working on double moves and a backpedaling and all that while you're up here talking about other people.
Yeah, I agree completely. completely.
That's just me. Because I've got $97 million to play football. Man, I would be working out all day, every day.
Oh, absolutely.
I would be working with Jerry Wright. Y'all finna go to the club, I'm finna go run the hill.
Yeah.
I'm finna go backpedal the 100 meters 25 times. Yep. I'm finna side shuttle all the way across the field and back across. All that, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. I don't.
They got the big bucks, but they ain't getting
the show real quick.
But they ain't getting the big effort, man. That's all I'm saying about the Cowboys.
That phone just died.
That's all I'm saying about the Cowboys.
Yeah, man. Like, we good.
Welcome to a realm where the pulse of sports thrills and the spark of technology sizzles. Join Ronald Boleware and your charismatic host, Jay, aka Jonathan Anderson. Together, they unpack the latest in sports and technology. This is Noonish Sports and Tech. Welcome to a realm where the pulse of sports thrills and the spark of technology sizzles. Join Ronald Boleware and your charismatic host, Jay, aka Jonathan Anderson. Together, they unpack the latest in sports and technology. This is Noonish Sports and Tech.